thanks for tuning into our third installment of Unlocked Radio. Welcome to this showing. You can check us out at Facebook, Unlocked Radio, Twitter at Unlocked Radio, and unlockedradio.com. Also, don't forget to keep an eye out for the wonderful, wonderful station that supports us, MSC Radio Network, website down there. All right, so last week happened to be E3 coverage. So, what are we going to do about that, Rio?
Well, we're going to try to cram as much as we can into an hour. Just like last time, hopefully we get some people in the chat asking some questions. If you guys want to make a call in, you can do it 888-668-0742. Call into the show, ask questions, throw your 2 cents in, whatever you want to do.
All right.
So let's start off. We'll save the best for last. We'll get to the PS4. That's one everybody likes about. But let's start off with Nintendo, since that seems to be the quickest that we can blow through. We can pretty much sum up Nintendo in about Smash Brothers, and that's about it.
Pretty much, yeah. Everyone's kind of like, oh, Nintendo. They kind of fell off the market, but I mean, the Smash Brothers franchise is still pushing hard. Especially with the release of 3 new characters. I don't know if you guys saw my Facebook post. Yeah, that was me. Mega Man is joining the team, and I am amped about that.
That is the one I'm most excited for. The others are kind of interesting, but that's the one I like the most. I'm really hoping they do him right.
Well, you said they're going to have the Wii Fit trainer, and they're going to have
the villager from Animal Crossing, which
right.
is kind of weird because it's not a violent game at all, not even in the slightest, but it's interesting to see how they incorporate his moveset to kind of give him some sort of weird attacks. He can kind of grab your move and throw it back at you using net. He has a shovel. He can dig holes that you fall into and then drop bombs and other things on you.
Weird. This sounds like a combination between like Solid Snake and what was the other one? Pretty much anyone with a reflector.
Right, basically. Yeah. It's kind of interesting because he can just kind of hold on to it and use it whenever he feels like it. Throws it off just once. He can grab onto any projectile, keep it. Mario's Fireball.
So like a dumbed-down Kirby. All right.
Yeah, similar to that. But instead of like Ness, it doesn't take whatever damage it would have done and turn that into extra health that it goes downward. He just gets to use it as it sees fit. It's just it's weird to see like somebody that's just a harvest farm, do whatever you want kind of character in that kind of game.
I feel like
suddenly
really
in a fighting game. The Smash does that really well though. Smash has always done that as far as like how is this particular character going to work in a fighting game?
Yeah, let's take some random obscure things and just kind of like throw them in there. And you know what? They do it well. They work it out. So I'm really amped about that. I'm kind of excited. That sounds pretty cool. We also heard about the Wii Fit trainer.
The Wii Fit trainer. That was probably one of the most entertaining parts about Nintendo. Is they start off showing just the Wii Fit lady. She's up and she's doing one of her poses and say, "Breathe slow when you do this pose." And you're thinking, okay, there's going to be another edition of Wii of the Wii Fitness. And
I mean, hey, Zumba's big now. So, Wii Zumba.
But they zoom out of the TV, and it shows that you're not just watching this clip. This is on a wall, and now it's Link and Mario and Kirby trying to do the pose. And you're like, okay, maybe they're going to add some Nintendo flavor to it, make it a little bit entertaining.
Like Mario Yoga. I mean, they already got golf and Dr. Mario. And
right, Mario has done
Mario
every
Kart.
profession. It's ridiculous.
Mario's like, you know what, man? I like hobbies. I got a bunch of hobbies. You know what? I'm surprised they haven't come with a Mario like plane racing game. I feel like that would be cool.
I'm surprised they haven't either. Now that you mentioned that,
yeah, but like fighter jets, like flying around like Mario Kart style, but planes.
Right. We have somebody in our chat saying, we have Andrea Cervone here saying, "Yuck, Wii Fitness, it's so inaccurate." Well, yes, if you actually know anything about fitness, the video game version is not going to be quite so good.
Also, I mean, we're not exactly trying to be like talking up Wii Fit. No, we're just emphasizing the fact that the Wii Fit trainer is going to be a new character in Smash Brothers.
Because now remember in the video they show Kirby trying to do a pose that a human being is doing, and Kirby is just a ball with a couple with little flips and then 2 little feet.
Yeah,
doesn't even have toes for his feet, just 2 extra flip thingies
all right,
for
Kirby,
his feet.
Put your foot behind your head, and all of a sudden a little blurp just kind of like slides up over his shoulder behind his head.
Right, but they show this, and then they're all doing this pose, and you see Mario kind of struggling a little bit, and she's starting to shake. It's like, oh, this is getting a workout, and then you see a little white hand tap him on the shoulder, and he looks back like all kind of what, and then you see the Wii Fit trainer next to him, and they all look over at her. And then she just does a pose and suddenly knocks them all off the screen. And I was like, what? I was not expecting that, not even in the slightest. And anyone who tells me that they were expecting that, you're a liar and you're a failure, because there's no possible way. No one expected that.
Especially, you don't expect a fighting game and Wii Fit to have anything to do with each other.
Yeah.
Technically, I really don't expect Wii to have anything to do with fighting games.
Yeah.
But apparently they got them. So, I'm definitely interested. I'm super stoked about the Mega Man being in this. I watched the trailer clip for him, and dear God, that is going to be one.
He looks like he has so many moves because he's got all the different bosses from the older Mega Mans and doing a couple of those. They only really showcased like 3 of them. They showcased the Leaf Shield and being able to throw that. They showcased the Crash Man being able to pound the drills into the ground and create like an earthquake kind of blast. And then they showed the Cut Man being able to throw out the saw blades. But
they also showed his sword, and they showed Flame Man's jet booster.
Yeah, they have a couple of things that you can use with that. The ones that they showed really attacking were those 3. That's the ones they mainly showcased. Well, he obviously has his Mega Blaster showing off a lot of little blasts.
The last thing they showed was Flame Man's jet blaster, because that is what killed everyone on the stage.
Yeah.
So, we're also kind of interested to see how the Wii Fit trainer does in Smash. I'm assuming they're either going to overpower that character, because no one's gonna want to use.
If you saw the video, they show all of her moves again, like how the Villager they created a non-violent game and somehow made the fighting moves work. She does like all different like fighting poses where she goes down on the one knee and puts the one leg out and the one arm forward, and that's like a little short stabbing motion.
She's either gonna be Ganon tier or Meta Knight tier. I mean, like those are the only 2 options. There's no way that she's gonna be a middle tier champ character. Mega Man, I feel like they're going to dumb him down a little bit because everyone's going to want to play him regardless of how good he is. So
that's possible. I really hope they don't, because he better be overpowered. He's Mega Man.
Yeah.
Mega
Man. Like he's a cyborg that was designed specifically to battle everything.
Right.
So Mega Man needs to be powerful, I feel. But I have a funny feeling they're going to dumb him down. The Wii Fit trainer is either going to be one of the weakest or one of the strongest characters. No mid-ground there. Then again, last show we also said that they hadn't shown the PS4 yet, and then while we were on air, they decided to show it. So,
right. They also show like when you had the big Smash attacks that were like exclusive to Brawl, you grab the orb, which you didn't use if you played like tournament style gameplay. But when you had the items out, and then you grab the orb and you had to break it, and then you're glowing, and then you do a very special like giant Smash attack.
I actually completely forgot about that. Ganondorf's was still my favorite. He disappeared and his giant beast form came out and just like ran everybody off the map.
Yeah,
and he took up the entire map, no matter what map it was. So I kind of liked that.
That part kind of made me upset, just because I expected him to transform into Ganon and just be able to run shit, just smash everything for a while as Ganon. And instead, he just grabs on and just zooms off real quick. He just charges, and I was like, that's it. But the Wii Fitness trainer just immediately does her little pose that she does in the video, where she knocks Mario and Kirby and Link off the map. But she does that, and a bunch of randomly colored rainbow forms of herself all dart out in different poses all over the map, just hitting everyone out of the stage.
Huh.
It's very weird.
Reading Rainbow style. Stars
but like,
everywhere.
she's not a person. She's not a character. She has no emotion. She's just a white thing with hair and a tracksuit kind of deal.
Well,
she's a mannequin. How am I going to play as a mannequin? It's creepy.
Yeah, I'm just saying, if you can import your Miis into Smash, I would make a ton of them just for that.
That would be kind of cool. I'm thinking
Nyan Cat in a fighting game would be horrible. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Nyan Cat in a fighting game would make me very upset. It maybe as one of the items where you pop it open and then she just run around. Maybe.
Yeah, like kind of like the Pokeball. They come out, they do their thing. They have like a Nyan Cat type thing where it like pops open and it flies across the map, and if it hits anybody, it hits anybody. Or you could just have a Pop-Tart as a consumable item to help heal you. But yeah,
possible. But now I'm also eating the head of a cat, and that's kind of weird.
I'm okay with this. I mean, you guys have had Chinese, right?
Right. Either way, those are the 3 random characters I have. Mega Man was something that everybody wanted.
Yeah.
The Villagers,
and then 2 obscure ones.
And Villagers just because Animal Crossing is really popular, but the Wii Fit trainers just kind of like they had to throw something out of left field just to literally just throw everybody off, so that no one could expect it. But I do want to see how those things all actually play. I want to see what kind of new levels they have, like the bigger ones, the smaller ones, see what kind of stuff they got going on with that, how the gameplay mechanics work. Everything so far looked really good, so we'll see how that goes. But like I said, unfortunately, that's really all Nintendo has going on. They basically just came out and they go, here's all the characters and games and stuff that you already know from Nintendo, and
hey, we're doing Smash,
and we're gonna redo them again.
Oh, also they're releasing on a 3DS. Unfortunately, the 3DS Smash Brothers and the Wii U Smash Brothers
they do not go together
because there's a lot of issues with the handheld to console, 3D, non-3D. Like you got a lot of over programming, too complicated.
Yep.
Nintendo's lazy. That's the way I feel. I really look, and hope that Nintendo starts to step up, especially because Microsoft kind of left a giant opening in the middle of everything.
They did.
I actually made a list here of the top reserved games for PS4 and Xbox One, according to the E3 website, what the biggest hypes were. And let me just read the top 3 off of...
No, just go through the whole 10. Just shotgun them off real quick so everybody can see what's going on. So we talked about this before the show.
The Xbox One, top 10 games. Peggle 2, a puzzle game similar to Bejeweled, I assume. Zumba Fitness, World Party. Really? I understand Zumba's popular, but this is Xbox.
It's got order for a new gen system.
You have 1080p capabilities, Blu-ray system, and you're playing Zumba. Come on, guys. Trials Fusion, which I can't get any information on. It's just showing me a stupid little clip that doesn't tell me a thing. Skylanders Swap Force. Let's not go into that because I'm pretty sure you can just buy the Skylanders little box set from Walmart for $20 and there you go.
I argue
why
that
make
before,
that for a
we'll
system?
talk about that later.
Yeah, we'll come back to that because you actually had a good point about that. UFC, really? I thought those wrestling like WWE, WWF games ran out with the 64. Come on, guys. Really? The only benefit of that is like hopefully it's a blood and gore style game. I want to see a Mortal Kombat style like with actual people. I want to see broken bones. That's what I want to see out of that. If that doesn't happen, I'm literally going to throw the disc through Microsoft's window. Next up, Zoo Tycoon. Really? Okay, good game. Don't get me wrong. For PC, in your downtime, this is like playing Farmville on your Xbox. Really? Again, 1080p capability. You have Blu-ray in this system, and you're going to do Zoo Tycoon.
Zoo Tycoon.
I mean, okay, maybe with the camera, you can pick things up.
You can see the emotions of the people in the park. And
can
how
you
much
see my emotion about this?
You can see the look of fear on their face as the lion jumps over the gate, which actually that would be awesome.
Wait, someone put lions in the zoo? I thought it was only dinosaurs. Well, crap, I'm outdated. Anyways, Black Tusk Studios announced that they're going to be releasing a game, and apparently it's got a lot of hype, enough to put it as number 7 on the list for Xbox One. Problem. They have a 43-second long video that they just show a guy rappelling down a building with fireworks going off in the background. They mentioned nothing about a game. They haven't released a name for the game. There's not a whole lot of info on these. So, yeah. I don't know how it's number 7 on the list if there's no information on it. Plants vs. Zombies. I used to have that for my Game Boy Advance.
We all already have that on our iPhone. We play it on Facebook.
Yeah, I'm sorry. If I can play a game with one hand, I really don't want to put it on a console. I just think that's a bad idea. FIFA 14. I know a lot of people who play FIFA games. Problem, they all own PlayStations. Because, well, PlayStation's better.
Well.
I mean, personally, I run 360 myself. But...
It's looking better and better now. We have some things coming on in the chat room. First off, everyone's going on about what's going on in the Smash. First off, talking about how the Wii Fit Trainer is probably going to be overpowered, and the question from Meerkat is, can you still order pizza off the Xbox One? Given the fact that it's supposed to be an all-in-one family system to be able to use in your living room with your family, you're probably going to be able to.
Come on, guys.
They actually will probably have a game specifically designed to make your own pizza and figure out where you're going to order it from.
Yeah.
And then we have Sherlock Quinn saying, if goofy characters are the thing in fighting games, bring back Boogerman from Sega Genesis. But that is Sega and not Nintendo. But we also have a vote for Rayman. We have a vote for Rayman, which I would be totally okay with.
Rayman would be okay. That would not be bad.
Yeah. The things that we have, like Zoo Tycoon, someone's bringing it up again in the chat that it's a computer game, not a system. I have a feeling that because it's on Xbox One, they're going to be going with the Kinect probably, because the Kinect is going to come in every box. That's why it's $100 more than the PS4. Is because they're throwing it in every box, and everybody in America is pretty much just like, can I get it without one? Is that an option?
Well, 2 points here. Step one, Wolfenstein: The New Order is going to be the 10th game on Xbox One's list. I'm a little excited about that because, I mean...
That's actually... It's a legitimate game with legitimate plot, storyline. It's a real next-gen type of game. But I do like that we are able to... Because I was complaining about this before, about how all of the games
exactly,
now...
Meerkat. That's what I'm talking about. Like
it's like Sims PC to PS2 transition is crap. Yes, I have Sims 3 for the 360 because my girlfriend wanted something to play, and I wanted something we could get in together, and unfortunately our laptops were not good enough to run Sims 3, so we got it for that, and it's very limited. However, all right, but the thing is they're going for a variety, and that's good. Yes, I do like that because they were talking about how it wanted to be an all-in-one family system. That's why the Xbox One, all-in-one, everything for every single member of the family.
Put a dial on top of that thing so I can play Life 2.
Their whole thing was one for you, one for them.
Mousetrap on it. Come on, let's see that. Let's go. Mousetrap. I want to play Mousetrap on my Xbox One. Why?
Yeah, it's one. The whole thing was one for you, one for them. But they were talking about how they have this big family system. But then all the games, the one thing that Xbox One did at E3 was they showed off a ton of games, more than the PS4 did, more than Nintendo did. Heck, more than both of them combined.
But this list of games that are the top 10 hyped, Peggle 2, Zumba Fitness.
Those are just the most pre-ordered on like Amazon and
like 2 games that don't even have release yet. Like they don't have any information on the games, and they're the most hyped up. Like, are you kidding me? The only one on this entire list that I think is even going to be worth something is Wolfenstein. But that's just me.
Right.
But you know what? I'm really looking forward to, the iBox, I guess. Whatever.
The iBox?
Yeah. When is Apple going to step up to the game market and build a console to shut down the Xbox? Because obviously Microsoft is just literally like, we're out of ideas.
They're just going to run the same games you play on your iPad and your iPhone and then just put them on a big screen.
Weird. I think Xbox is doing that now.
It's because they have Plants vs. Zombies in there and Zoo Tycoon. Those are games we've played before.
Kingdom Hearts. Oh, we haven't gotten into the Wii part yet, so hold on to that.
Well, we got the Wii part. All right, bring back Kingdom Hearts with the good storyline. Yes, that is. Let's just jump to that right now. They already did show that. Squeenix did do a good job, and they did something that Valve has never done. Counted to 3. They have Kingdom Hearts 3 is finally coming out. It looks really good. We don't know a whole lot about the storyline yet, unfortunately. At least the videos that I was able to find, they did show that the combat system is even more fluid than before. It looks really good.
Well, they bought Star Wars. They have the Force Unleashed, combat sequence now.
Right, but luckily everyone was complaining because they were afraid that Star Wars was gonna be thrown into the Kingdom Hearts mix. So far as we can tell,
honestly,
it hasn't.
Would that be so bad if it was like a bonus level? I'm just saying. Yes, Apple could build a console.
It would cost, but it would cost $1,500. And it's going to have very limited hard drive space, and you're going to have to buy
Apple on it, and it automatically goes up $1,000 in price.
And then every 6 months, they're going to come out with a new console.
Yeah,
which has maybe 10% difference. 10% of the things might be upped by like a 1% upgrade. That's it.
PS Slim.
Yep, that's pretty much what it's going to be.
PS Slim, PS Ultra Slim, Ultra Slim. There's like a quarter of an inch difference. I'm sorry, the original one it's big and clunky.
If you lay it down next to the disc, you can't tell the difference. Except one is maybe if one is square.
You know what? I want a console this size. Someone do that.
We're gonna make a CD that can read itself. But no, let's move on. Specifically for the Xbox One, there are some games on there that are looking good. I want to get the shittiest one out of the way. Let's Halo 5 the little teaser that they had.
Oh, golly geez.
They played all sorts of these things, and then Master Chief comes out and like wearing like a shoal in the middle of the desert, I guess because he's cold or something, or I guess he wanted to protect. There were people going on about how the reason because there was all the sandstorms and everything, and he didn't want to damage the suit. I was like, it's a laser-proof suit. He has electronic shields. He's taken rocket launchers to your feet and been okay.
But he can't handle sand. He's taking a frag grenade to the face. I'm sorry, you throw a plasma grenade to a guy and he still runs. Of course, this is campaign mode, not multiplayer. A frag grenade sticks to your neck and you don't die, but you get cold in the winter.
Right. But he's in the desert. So what is the explanation here? He wanted to look cool. I would be okay if Master Chief just had the gall to say, you know what? It's a fashion statement. I am a fashionista.
You know what? I feel like his one assault rifle was the same way because the accuracy and power on the thing were both bottom of the barrel. I'd rather use a pistol.
He's Master Chief. He could probably just knock someone in the face.
The only benefit of that rifle was it had a 40-round clip. Oh, wait. They have another assault rifle that has double the clip, better accuracy, and more power. With scope. But the thing is like you have that little. It was just a one quick little teaser. It didn't really tell you anything about it, but they put it at near the end of the press conference. It was the last thing they showed before Titanfall, which I want to get into in a bit. But they just kind of throw out a little thing there, but didn't explain anything. I understand you show as many games as you want, but don't just kind of be like, "Hey guys, Halo." Like that's all they did. They didn't tell anything about it. It was just kind of like a little nudge, like, "Hey guys." Halo? Is it still cool? Is it still relevant? Halo 9. Chief in the circus. I don't know. You'll be riding an elephant and throwing flying trapeze-men.
Who knows? But they had that bird thing fly out of the ground. It's like, what is this? It's going to be like a mixture. They're going to take the writers of Dune and the writers of Halo and put it together for one common storyline. They could do that. Apparently, Sherlock Quinn does not like Spartans because you can do everything in the world, but you can't freaking swim.
Yeah.
Well, he does weigh 1,000 pounds. Let's be clear.
But hey, he can wear a shawl in the desert.
Hey, Data in the Next Generation, he could not swim, but he was still the best character. So I don't want to hear anything out of you. He had to walk across the ocean on the bottom because he was too dense to swim. But that didn't stop him from being awesome.
He went into the water. Anyways, so yeah, beating a franchise to death. Yeah.
Where have we heard of this before?
How many Halo games are there? We have Halo 1, 2, 3, 4, Wars. There's at least 2 more.
ODST,
ODST,
Reach,
and
7.
Reach. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. ODST, Reach, and now 5. So that's 7.
But you're forgetting Halo Wars.
Oh yeah, so 8 games. Yeah, the RTS version. What they wanted it to be originally, and then make an ODS. Yeah, Sherlock Quinn again saying ODST sucked.
I feel like most of them did.
Yeah, most of them did. I really liked Reach, and I really liked the first one. Playing a co-op campaign for the first time on a console in a first-person shooter was kind of fun. When the Flood first came out, that got to me. But nowadays,
Halo 1, loved. The Flood, huge thing because now you're fighting a more evolved, completely different enemy. It was great. Then you go into Halo 2. All right, I like the dual-wielding thing. Definitely cool. There was a lot of things they took away, though. 3, I have it. I played 5 minutes of it, and I was like, huh. All right. Let's eject that.
Yeah. Can I get my money back, please? Anything, really?
How many Call of Duties are out? Probably the same number.
A bunch. Yeah, Call of Duty.
I think we covered this. Yeah. Me and my girlfriend covered this at the zoo. There's currently 5.
No, we have Call of Duty 1, 2, and 3. We have Call of Duty, Call of Duty 2, Call of Duty 3, but that was console only. It was just for the 360 and the Wii.
Well, we had the three Modern Warfares and then the 2 Black Ops.
And then the 2
coming out the 3rd Black Ops because the Black Ops games are mirroring.
Don't forget Call of Duty World at War. So that's 9.
Yeah.
So we have 9 so far. With a console that allows expansions, why do you need so many releases of a game? It wasn't great to begin with, but don't kill it with fire. I agree. I used to love the Call of Duty franchise.
People are still buying it. 12-year-olds are still sitting there on chat like, I'm going to bang your mommy. You know what, kid? Hit puberty and get a real game.
Right. It's going to be, hey, Blops 3, that's coming out. Like, who cares? Keep moving. Let's go on to something new. Because that's another thing that I want to bring up is that, and I think I might have touched on this last week, but I'm tired of sequels, and continuing a story of a really good game is okay, but where are the new and original and innovative games? Back in the days of the old Nintendo, the old Sega, those old consoles, even Dreamcast, there were innovative games. Everything was new. Now it's kind of, let's just do the same thing over and over again. What's a new FPS? What's the sequel to that FPS? What's another RPG? Let's do another one, and another one, and another one. We're on Final Fantasy 15, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, let's not get started on Final Fantasy versus Phantasy Star, please.
Oh, well.
I feel like that debate will never end.
Did you see the new Final Fantasy 15, though? It did look, again, it almost looked kind of QTE based. It looked kind of like a movie, but it did look fluid. The combat system looked really good. And for the first time ever, there are no child-looking characters. They all looked older, so maybe a more mature storyline, maybe a better combat system, hopefully like more leveling options. Things like the sphere grid that they had in Final Fantasy X was a really good system, one of my favorites.
Certain innovative things like that. Always had a good storyline. Unfortunately, I gotta say, Golden Suns beats it.
Golden Sun was phenomenal. Again, smaller version, portable.
Golden Sun, I feel like actually, like, I feel like I may have jizzed my pants playing that game. And I had both hands on my Game Boy, so that should tell you something. I'm really, really looking forward to hopefully another Golden Sun game. But then again, I kind of want them to leave it where it is because I don't want them to kill it.
They tried to do that, and 10 years later, it's like, yeah, we still plan on making Golden Sun a new one, but then it never happened. I think they know what's going. It's kind of like Shenmue. As much as I'd love to have a new one, chances are it's been so long now that you're just going to go Duke Nukem forever with it. You're going to finally come out with it, and it's going to be nowhere near what we expected. It's not going to be worth the 10, 20-year wait, and you just let it die. Let your nostalgia let it live in your brain as good as it was. Not
go back replay because those games have good replay value. You don't need to beat it and then sell it and then I keep all my games unless they suck. Then I get rid of them because honestly, I can go back and I can still play my favorite games. I can still play my original Golden Sun and Golden Sun 2, and you know what? I'm still going to enjoy those. I can go back and I can play Sonic the Hedgehog, and I'm still going to enjoy that game. I can go back and play Conker's Bad Fur Day, and I'm still going to laugh my ass off. It's what a good game does. Yeah.
All right. Moving on to other games that were coming out for the 360. The racing games actually look really good. I was looking at you have the Gran Turismos and stuff for the Sony, and then you have the Forzas for the Xbox. Forza coming out looking good. But Need for Speed kind of blew everything out of the water. Yeah. Need for Speed, out of all the racing games that were shown at E3, Need for Speed Rivals looks the best. They have these crazy things like, and Forza is doing this too, and I think that's actually they did it first, and Need for Speed's going in on it.
There's two main ways to go for the racing game. There's one, appeal to the mechanic. Everything is realistic. You know what?
That's what
you want to buy, a new exhaust system. What is that? How does that benefit your car? How much would that cost normally in real life?
Not
build your cars.
$3,000 or 300 credits.
Pop up you want to update your clutch? Okay, it just helps with your traction, it helps with your shift a little bit. Okay, so now your acceleration's a little bit better. Small little things like that, replacing each and every individual part appeals to the mechanic because they know what they're doing. And people who don't either don't play that game or they learn. Then you have your second option, which is appeal to people who just want to go fast, which a lot of the games do now. Okay, so this car goes 410 miles an hour. Yeah, that's funny because I swear that tree is just going like this.
Yeah, it doesn't look as realistic.
I should be like it should be a blur.
But that's the thing that they're doing now with the racing games is because there's only so much you can do to keep evolving the racing game to appeal to a general audience, to regular people who just want to race a car. At a certain point, right now, it's like, hey, we improved the tire physics, and to the car nuts, to car freaks. They love it. They see the different intricacies in it. Now they have, you're pulling the trigger and you get a certain vibration for one revving up the engine. Then you get a second one that overlaps it and a feedback on the controller on the new Xbox One controller for the anti-lock brake system. Yeah. Or do you want to stop and let it go, or do you want to power through it and continue to pull your finger on that trigger? And you can feel all those things and how the car works. They have all new sensors in there and everything. and it changes the gameplay a lot to the point where like you always want to play with the flashy cars that you can never afford in your life, or never even see in your life, but the problem is that like you can't do that with because it's so realistic. You will run into a wall.
Some people like the racing game, some people don't. But anyways, it's about time for our break, so we're gonna have to get out of here for a couple minutes, and we'll be right back.
When we get back, when we get back, we're talking Sony, all Sony, because that's the big one we got to talk about. PS4. In the meantime, you're watching Unlocked Radio on Morning Show Central, and
we don't need another Grand Theft Auto.
We don't need another Grand Theft Auto, but let's go to that later.
MSC Radio Network has just tweeted the following. This bowel movement won't come out. Check us out on Twitter at twitter.com/MSC Radio Network.
I know. Oh my God, I know what we're gonna do. Oh, it's so delicious, I can almost taste it.
If you're looking for the best sub shop in town, look no further. Hanini Subs, located at 7310 Lorraine Avenue, is the place for you. Stop in for a cold cut sub, cheeseburger and fries, wingdings and fries, and so much more. I can almost taste it. Hanini Subs at 7310 Lorraine Avenue is open 24 hours a day. Check them out on Facebook, facebook.com/burrito crazy. And if you mention MSC Radio Network, you'll get $1 off your meal. It's all good at Hanini Subs. So damn good. The following message is for those with a credit score of 800 and below. Who wouldn't want better credit? Did you ever wonder how different life would be from just having a higher credit score? Are you tired of being turned down for any kind of loan, or only offered high interest rates because your credit score is holding you prisoner? Life doesn't have to be that way anymore with access to Turnscor. By increasing your credit score only 50 to 100 points, it can potentially save you tens of thousands of dollars in interest over just a 5 to 10 year period. It can be the difference in getting approved for a personal loan, business loan, high limits on credit cards, a brand new car lease, or even a home mortgage. We see so many ads from companies that give us our credit score, but once we get our credit score, what are they going to do to actually repair your credit? Unfortunately, nothing. Until now, Turnscor is the first automated credit repair platform that is simple, safe, and secure. You'll be empowered right from the comfort of your own computer, so you can challenge and repair your credit report to ensure it's fair and accurate. Turnscor is specifically developed with you in mind. There's no more need for an attorney, credit repair companies, or credit counseling. More importantly, no more need for paying higher fees. Turnscor will help you get back on track and get the buying power you need. So whether you have bad credit, average credit, or even good credit, Turnscor is helping turn lives around one credit score at a time. Go to turnscor.com and enter the promo code MSC20 and get $20 off your purchase. That's TURNSCOR.com. TURNSCOR.com. Turnscore.com. Looking for reliable and affordable Shoutcast audio or video hosting? JWN Media offers complete Shoutcast hosting solutions for business or personal use. All plans come with full listener stats, custom web scripts for implementing your service into your existing website, full server control, super fast network, and huge bandwidth limits. A 99.5% uptime guarantee and friendly, knowledgeable support personnel dedicated to making your hosting experience fun and easy. With plans starting at only $3 a month, you have no excuse not to get a server of your own. Plus, with the option to add auto DJ and on-demand services, you can be confident your station will be all it can be. Custom plans are also available at their website. Simply visit jwnmedia.com and click the Shoutcast hosting link to get started right now. You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network. Hey, local bands and unsigned artists. What if I told you there was a place in Cleveland where you can get your merch made and have it sold in one location? What if I said you could bring your CDs and tickets to upcoming shows to this location? And what if I said you could do live acoustic sets at this location? I bet you're thinking there's no such place in Cleveland. Guess what? You'd be wrong. Contact Rick Navario at Rock City, Cleveland, and tell him you need merch made and you want to sell it in his store. Now, how cool is that? You can tell your fans to come down and get your stuff, and I think he'd ship your products to your fans. And he's local. Contact Rick Navario at Rock City, Cleveland today. 216-622-0377. That's 216-622-0377. If you have a product or service, let people know about it. Get your message out there and advertise on MSC Radio Network. It's easier than you think, and the whole planet is listening. Find out how you can advertise. Email Chris at morningshowcentral.com.
I knew something was wrong when a little pretty white girl ran into a black man's arms.
You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network. Peak 99 Technologies. Affordable and reliable web hosting done right. Jumping from one web host to another can be frustrating. Finding a good web host can be unnerving for even the most experienced of web designers. That's why Uncensored Net Noise has chosen P99 Technologies as its web hosting supplier. Established in 1999, P99 Technologies has evolved into a first-class web hosting provider. Its 99.9% uptime rivals many in the industry. That's why they offer their 30-day guarantee, no questions asked. For more information, go to P99.com. P99 Technologies will help you get started with your web presence with honest and expert customer service. P99 Technologies. Affordable and reliable web hosting done right.
This is President Barack Obama, and you're listening to MSC Radio Network.
If you're looking for the best in musical equipment, recording gear, sound reinforcement, and more, Guitar Center has you covered. Guitar Center, located at 26635 Brook Park Road in North Olmsted, has the tools of your trade with the largest selection of music and sound gear in the area. They cater to your musical needs and have the knowledge to help you out. Guitar Center in North Olmsted. MorningshowCentral.com uses them. You should too. Need to know more? Go to GuitarCenter.com.
It's hard to sleep alone, still thinking about those places that I roam, the place we call our home. So where do we begin? Still wind up lost in the end, and I know these better days will come our way. You don't
toll-free. 1-888-668-0742. You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network on morningshowcentral.com. User-friendly and ready to serve. morningshowcentral.com. Oh, great. Not another Farmville request. Check us out on Facebook at facebook.com/morningshowcentral. Denying one Farmville request at a time. Having problems with your home computer or business PC? Looking to have some upgrade work completed on your computer? Have a special project in mind that may be too much for you to undertake alone? Time to call
Joe, the printer guy!
Joe the Printer Guy offers a full-service hardware and software repair center at his facility to handle your PC, server, and networking needs. Let their professional service staff handle your computer needs. They offer expert service at an affordable price. Visit Joe the Printer Guy at 14035 Madison Avenue, Lakewood, Ohio. Online, joetheprinterguy.com, or give him a call at 216-651-3880. Joe the Printer Guy.
Oh, wow. Language.
Okay, he was PMSing.
You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network.
Radio, unlockradio.com, Facebook, Unlocked Radio, Twitter, Unlocked Radio.
Everything
and,
Unlocked Radio.
Yeah.
You can watch our old stuff on our YouTube as well.
Check out YouTube. There's a link on our Facebook. Also, don't forget, MSC Radio Network. Watch the other shows. Okay? Do that. They're awesome. I love these guys. Anyways, so now we're moving on to our PS4 discussion. Let's see what we got going on, guys. All right. So, Rio, what do you want to start with on this segment?
On PS4, I want to start off as they're going on initially about we have 35 games coming out within the year. We're showing all this stuff right out the gate, but we're only going to show you a bunch of clips and then only really give you details on about 3 of them. They kind of let me down at E3 this week. Xbox One surprised me, especially after what they initially did, and everyone was mad at them.
Well, everyone's still mad at Xbox.
They're mad because of the online stuff and everything else, which PS4 did do. They're like, you know what? We're offline. We're offline playability. We're not doing you have to have a camera and stuff on at all times. You don't have to log in every 24 hours.
Yeah.
They got rid of those things, but they didn't go hard with the games. I honestly, when it came out with Xbox One, I can't remember all of the exclusives that they brought up, but with PS4, I can't remember how many they enough.
The main point isn't going to be the games off the rip, because you're going to have to try to convince the people to buy the system specifically. And PlayStation is doing that pretty well, I think. They're trying to get their system. They're trying to take feedback from the buyers. They want to know what the customer wants because they want people to buy the system. Whether or not there are games for it, if you have the right features for the system, the right setup for it, game companies will come to you to make you games. So they might not have games at first, but you know what? They're going to build that. Look at PS3. PS3 used to get made fun of. Oh, they don't have games. Yeah, and then they came out with how many new franchises, including Infamous, and I forgot the other ones because I don't have a PS. But anyways, they did all those things. And the biggest thing I love about PlayStation is the free-to-play network. Xbox charges $60 for a year. I mean, come on, guys.
But the Xbox One is giving you a free year gold membership when you buy an Xbox One. That part is kind of cool.
Yeah, but for $500, dude, I'm probably just gonna say skip that because that $60, free play.
I'm still gonna have to get both. I feel like I'm gonna have to get both just so I know everything because I'm not sure exactly which one I want. I am leaning more towards the PS4 because. I'm a broke ass, and it's $100 cheaper, and that speaks to me.
Yeah.
And 2, they have there's a lot
but
of.
You
good
still have
stuff
your brand
out.
loyalty to the Xbox because we grew up playing Xboxes.
Right.
That's where most of the competitive gaming is. Oddly enough.
And they have Titanfall, which is one thing we didn't get to talk about in the last half hour.
We talked about it last show, but we didn't get to talk about it last half hour.
Yeah, I actually do kind of want to backtrack to that because that's something that games are doing now. With the next gen, everything is kind of seamlessly integrating online, offline, multiplayer, co-op. Everything is all coming into one thing now, and everything's open world now. That's just a new thing. Instead of no more levels, no more corridors. Now you have one big, open, expansive area.
Well, we've had the capability to do that forever.
Everything in there.
Yeah, we've had the capability to do that forever, but no one's done it solely. And now it's becoming a huge, popular thing because everyone wants that open world. Everyone wants to explore more. Everyone wants to be out there and do their thing. It's great. And honestly, I love it. Like, I'm really passionate about that. I want to see more of this open world stuff. So
yeah, and of course I do because I'm all about open world games. The thing is, like, they're integrating all of this so that multiplayer is more of a main thing now. Even the campaigns are going to be multiplayer, so you've played the story together. Titanfall was a really good example of that, which is why I wanted to bring that up. You have these giant mechs versus the planes, and the weird like little things they have in there. Like when you take down a mech, you go in, you rip into his chest and pull out the little guy and throw him across the map. Those kinds of things, like that's kind of demented, but it's awesome.
Those subtle, demented details really appeal to our generation, which is funny because our generation is the one that games and has money.
Did you see how the matches end? They made sure that the matches they're now, instead of like usually when you have like a Call of Duty or a Battlefield, the match is over, whoever wins, now they just show they show the little screen and show how many points every team made, how many kills and everything. Now, if the team who wins now has an evac and you have 1 minute and 1 life to get to that evac point to evac, and the other team now with nothing to lose, they've already lost the battle, have infinite lives, they have infinite respawns, and their goal is to just chase after you and kill you. Now, if you make it to the evac, you get a bunch of bonus points, but if you get killed, you're just down, you're laying there, and you just have to deal with it.
I mean,
which is kind of cool finale to the match.
You still win, but there's still a challenge after the match is over to try to score those bonus points, which
they can turn the tide. After the battle is done, you've won. If you make sure that none of them get to the evac, you get enough bonus points from that to win.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be pretty cool, though. I mean, it's definitely a new integration. It's a new setup that I kind of like. And by the way, over in chat, yes, there were more problems with the 360 than the PS3.
Well, you're thinking the red rings and everything else. PS3 had a steeper learning curve, though, because Blu-ray and everything else and how expensive things was. They were losing money at the start of it. And how hard it was for third-party developers to make games. That had the initial trouble. They didn't have hardware trouble like the Xbox 360
They didn't cut the corners when they were manufacturing it, because they weren't trying to pump it out dirt cheap right away. Xbox wanted to sell more systems, and by making it cheaper, obviously, they appeal to the Jews.
And Sony appeals to the gamers. And that's one thing that Sony has done, they continue to do, they always will do, is appeal to the gamers first and foremost.
Yeah. Exactly. You shouldn't cut corners with any system, because you're selling something and you want people to enjoy it. You want people to keep it forever, sort of. You got to think how much money Xbox has made off of people buying the newer ones that they eliminated the red ring. Yeah, they took the red LED out. It's still the same problem. Kind of mad about that, but you know what? That's not a bad business strategy. Unfortunately, everyone's doing it, so now you can't expect anything to last more than 3 years.
This is very true.
And that's because 3 years is what they consider a lifetime warranty now.
All right, well, moving on.
What lifetime is 3 years?
Let's move on to the
a fish. Yes, it is a fish lifetime warranty. As long as you can keep your fish alive, you get to keep that warranty.
All right, we're gonna move on to PS4. The things that they have: one, they have the better hardware slightly. Granted, they're both pretty on par with each other, but PS4 does have slightly better hardware. Their graphics look absolutely amazing.
They already have experience in the HD market with the Blu-ray.
Yeah, they've had years to get with Blu-ray and figure out how it works.
That's why Xbox 360 took off above PS3. PS3 didn't have the backwards compatibility because of the transition to Blu-ray, which means Xbox One is now going to have the exact same problem. Unfortunately, they're doing it a gen late. So they're already behind in the market. Good news is Microsoft still runs, the computer world as well as, they're splitting the computer world with, Apple, and they're splitting the gaming market with Sony. Therefore, they are top competitors in two of the largest technology markets out there. And I got to say, good call. You can't create a monopoly because, the federal monopoly laws and all that stuff. So basically they're doing it right.
You can create a soft monopoly.
Yeah. You can't have a hard monopoly. And by the way, I hate the game Monopoly. Just throwing that out there.
I love Monopoly, but that's okay.
It takes too long to play, and people always cheat. So, yeah.
All right.
But yeah, so you got to be careful with, the way you build your stuff.
The thing is, we were talking about before about the pre-orders and how ridiculous the top 10 pre-orders for the Xbox One. Let's read off the list of the top 10 PS4 orders. They're still pretty obscure.
These are pretty obscure. However, they do seem to be slightly better. Yeah. Let's just get into it. Okay, so we have Doki Doki Universe, a puzzle game. Just Dance 2014. DC Universe Online. I'd rather play that on my computer, but whatever. Tiny Brains, a puzzle game. Octodad Deadliest Catch. Dadliest Catch.
Dadliest Catch.
Octodad. You are an octopus raising a family, and you have to deal with the destruction and damage of your kids. You're an octopus dad wearing a suit. It looks kind of like Sims.
It's original, which again is something that I was looking forward to, is original games.
I mean, it looks like it still needs a little bit of work, and I can't quite tell if it's a joke game or not, but it looks like it might be interesting. Trials Fusion, which was on the other list. UFC, again, on the other list. Secret Ponchos. Yeah, it's going to be a trainer game. It tests your reflexes. It tests your situational awareness. It tests your reasoning and logic abilities. Guess what? Today's youth kind of needs that. Yeah. Trust me. Get out there. Learn stuff. Do things. Next up, Basement Crawl. No information on that.
Yeah, he's like, no idea what that is.
And Shadow Warrior, which is apparently a remake it's a 3D remake of an old game, which I'm pretty excited about personally. It could be interesting.
Basement Crawl is what my aunts and uncles do in their basement. They just grab a bottle of whiskey and because instead of going out to the bar crawl,
you do your
play a game
crawl.
of poker and run around, knock over the chairs.
Let me go over to my whiskey cabinet and drink some whiskey. Then I'm going to walk over to my rum cabinet and get some rum. Wait,
we could be onto something. Cabinets? This could be a great game. Basement. Basement Crawl could be the best game out of the entire list.
We definitely need to we need to look up patents on that or something. Copyright. But yeah, with
what else?
The Basement Crawl again. That was the last one. Shadow Warrior.
That was the last one.
Shadow Warrior was the last one. But Basement Crawl, no information listed. But you know what? At least it has a game company supporting it. Unlike Black Tusk Studios for the Xbox One, we're releasing a game. What's it called? Don't know. If you guys are producing anything else, don't know.
Yeah.
What is your?
Are you the Illuminati? What is this?
What kind of games are you guys going for? Don't know. But hey, we have a 43-second trailer of a guy rappelling down a building.
All right, speaking of don't know, I want to bring up the Ubisoft game that we were looking at. Sony,
yes.
The Division. The Division was such a well-kept secret that even people from Ubisoft were shocked when it was shown at E3. There were 3 floors of the building that were sectioned off, and people did not have access to them if they weren't part of the team. And they show up, they released
I did see Octodad's trailer, just so you know.
They released this game. It's all right. Tom Clancy, normally about a terrorist plot coming on. You got to defend it. You got to protect the country against time, whatever else. This is now, what if the terrorists win? What happens after that? Now you have a very specific team. No more specific hero. No more just one little group of people. But now you have everything seamlessly integrated. You have to learn how to survive. What's going to happen? There's a phrase like we are 3 meals away from anarchy. And that is a phrase it's pretty powerful because it's pretty true. Because if the terrorist thing happens, what are we gonna do? Are we gonna hunt now? What are we gonna do if we don't have power? Where do we get our water from when the tap runs dry? That sort of thing are they going into with this game?
Well, I feel like the terrorists aren't gonna win. I heard they're bringing the Twinkie back, so anarchy is slightly less.
Oh, they're just gonna win us over.
Well, I mean, it depends on who's making these Twinkies.
Ooh.
Yeah, if they bring back the original Twinkie, American company, I feel like the world will be a better place. If somebody else brings back the original Twinkie, like a foreign company, kind of like shipping it overseas like Ford does now.
Well,
I didn't say that.
Let's throw Twinkies into Smash. Into Smash Brothers and use that. PS4, like notice how the games that we've been talking about, not exclusive. Most of them are not exclusive.
Yeah.
Xbox One had a bunch of them. PS4 does not. They still have a bunch of good games out there. Watch Dogs is another one. Being able to do
Watch Dogs looks awesome.
Right. It's like throwing out Grand Theft Auto, Assassin's Creed, all of that, and then giving you a smartphone now because everyone's all about their smartphone. But this smartphone can create blackouts. It can take over cameras. It can start cars. It can open up gates. You can do all sorts of different cool things with it. Every single time I see it.
can already do that.
Well, he has access. This guy has access to it. He is fighting for good, but he is known as a terrorist because of how much freaky shit he can do with a smartphone.
For 4chan.
Oh, God. No 4chan games. No 4chan in my games. I swear to God. I swear to God.
Please don't hate us. I love.
If you like 4chan, that's cool, but you're not cool, and I don't really respect you. I'm sorry. I just got us a million haters. I apologize.
I mean,
a million haters out of our 3 fans.
Hate brings popularity, but still, I don't want enemies.
Someone says it would be nice to see another Infamous. There is going to be another Infamous for you there. They are actually coming out with a new one. There's a whole new combat system and everything else. A whole new bunch of they're improving and all the good stuff. They didn't, again, as Sony does, did not show anything in detail about it. They did a whole lot of this.
Yeah, they want to keep it secret until they get everything figured out and the bugs look out.
They have the balls to do that, though. They just show off these games. They show off all these little videos, all these clips.
Yeah,
and they don't give us any tangible.
Because they're not sure how it's going to work yet. They're not sure if the beta testing's right, and they're like, hey, we did a whole level, and then we did a trailer on that level, and then it glitched out, so we had to delete the whole level and start from scratch, and then we forgot what we were doing.
Right, but they let stuff leak.
No, don't do that. You don't be Xbox. Don't show something and then ruin it.
Well, that's true, but what Xbox does is like, all right, they don't show it. They don't show stuff for the game until it's coming out within a year. They go, okay, this game is coming out within the year. Here it is. You're getting this, and we're showing you this. This is what you're getting.
By the way, there will be a new Dig Dug. Have you played the Fable for Connect?
Have you played Minecraft? There's your Dig Dug.
You actually have to go and dig, and then when you find something, you have to hit it in the head with a shovel. I'm pretty sure that's Dig Dug at this point.
Pretty sure that is also the villager we talked about in Smash Brothers.
Yeah. So yeah, Dig Dug has been redone in a couple different formats. Animal Crossing, Fable for Connect,
Minecraft, and I don't know how you guys like this game so much.
No. Well, okay, yes, there's a new Fable, but
they're doing a remake, an HD remake of the old Fable, the one that everyone loved.
The first one, which was good.
Yeah.
I was very sad that they dumbed down the second one, and it was way too easy to become overpowered in the second one. But the storyline was good.
And then you have the third one. Well, come on.
The third one, the storyline was eh.
And then it got more meh.
The gameplay was meh.
Because you got the finale like 30% of the way through the game.
Well, I feel like if they'd done it in the opposite order, like if you'd done 3, then 2, then 1, going backwards in time, getting more abilities, getting a longer storyline. If Fable had done that, because I feel like they cut each one of the games shorter. They cut out a bunch of features from the first one to make the second one. Then when they did the second one, they cut out a bunch more features to make the third one. And it's like, yes, it makes it a lot more simplistic. Problem. It sucks. Stop it. Please. I'm questioning because Fable 1, to get everything done, I took 30 hours, I think, to get everything done. All the hidden quests, all the weapons, all the items, all the demon doors, etc., etc. The second one, it took me 14 hours. The third one, it took me 6 hours.
Don't even get started on Fable Connect. We're not going there.
If I had played that one, I'm guessing it would have taken me 45 minutes to beat. And honestly, I would rather take a really long dump.
Well, the thing is you can just yell out audio commands while you're taking a dump and let the game play itself.
Yeah, I can just
I think is how the Zook Tycoon's probably going to be going about it, because it's on a console, not on a computer, as people were complaining in the chat earlier. It probably
microphone,
just connect things.
Build dinosaur there. No, left.
But they're doing
further
stuff like
left.
that with Project Spark, and that I'm still looking forward to.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Zoo Tycoon for a console, when you have a game like Project Spark coming out,
so much better than you could have done. It's like everyone did RPG Maker when they were younger.
Yeah, but that's going to be taking, I don't know, let's say Infamous. Let's go with that one. It'd be like taking Infamous and putting it on the market against some 64 game that sucked. Wait, there weren't any, because 64 was awesome.
Jet Force Gemini. I want a new Jet Force Gemini. I want to kill more planets, more types of bug alien things. That was one of the best games that or at least the longest to beat for the 64. Yeah. They don't have games that are difficult anymore now. And again, now they're just doing everything online, and you have all these different things.
Well, they don't have games that are difficult without a difficulty setting. Where easy is I mean.
All right, I wonder if we can convince him to do that motion again.
No, but seriously, new games, you put on the easy difficult setting, you breeze through it. You put it on the hardest difficult setting, it's a pain, and it's supposed to be borderline impossible. Guess what? You're going to have idiots out there still trying to do it. I want a game that's challenging off its own settings.
Yeah,
I don't want
it to be
a
good on its
difficulty
own merit.
setting.
That's the thing.
Yeah, I don't want a difficulty setting. I don't want the game to be the exact same for every difficulty setting. You know, it's like, okay, I played through on easy, then medium, then hard, then super mega hard, then unstoppable. No, I don't want to do that. Because it's the same game over and over.
Yeah.
I want a game that you take, instead of having all those difficulties, you just run through one insanely, like, ridiculously intriguing
I forgot
game.
entirely. That just reminded me. I forgot entirely about Batman Arkham Origins, which they are doing with that. You have your different groups of people, and then the difficulty is based off of how well you do is how harder it gets later.
Well, I feel like our show keeps getting shorter. I don't know why.
Or, who knows? We have a horrible concept of time. But that was our little E3 special. You guys can tune in next week. Anything that you guys missed, if you tuned in late, you can watch on our YouTube, youtube.com/user/that-unlocked radio.
It's all on our Facebook. Go there,
Unlocked
do
Radio,
stuff.
morningshowcentral.com, mscradionetwork.com. Check all of it out. We'll see you guys next Monday.